Good morning, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the final sprint of this Unplugged weekend. I am here, and I'm here, and Aoife is here.
And I'm much more awake than Margaret because I'm significantly further through my day than she is.
Yeah, Margaret woke up like 20 minutes ago and has not had her tea yet because she could not get herself together enough to do so. You know?
That's fair.
I was just like, I could get out of bed or I could not get out of bed. I could stay right here.
Not get out wins every time.
Mm-hmm.
Every time.
It certainly does. How are we doing this weekend with our 48-hour reading challenge?
So I was unplugged for a different reason yesterday.
Yeah.
I was at a birthday party for a 2-year-old, so I wasn't on my phone quite a lot. Didn't do a whole lot of my little friend, who is Nakey, by the way. I have just shown him to Margaret. I am in a
Yeah.
sprint right now. It was
Uh-huh.
45 minutes. I have this much amount of time left, as you can see on the screen.
Uh-huh.
Um, when this one is finished, I believe I will be over my threshold for the weekend goal of 2,500. Um, I am also of full face because when we are in one of the sprints, probably not the first one because I'm still editing a video, I plan to film either
Mm-hmm.
Irish books I think should be on the school curriculum or recommendations for forced proximity books.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I don't know which one to go through first. Um, Mainly because September, back to school time,
Mm-hmm.
everybody's going to be thinking about going back to school. So I feel like books that I would put for people in school to talk about would be very timely. But also,
Yeah.
everybody loves the forced proximity, and it's one of my favorite tropes.
Yeah.
And also, I'm back on this.
Nice.
There's
Would that
much.
have, are we giving it a little bit of a border, it looks like?
No, there's no border.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm probably just seeing where you're doing the color change.
Yeah, this is just the color changes that I've been
Yeah.
doing. We are at present just about to enter May.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's exciting. It's very
Okay.
exciting. All right.
So what you
I got a
doing?
lot more reading done last night, by the way. I am on, hold up, where is my bookmark? I have a bookmark. I'm on page 186
Ooh.
of Sublimation. It's not gotten quite as weird as I was expecting it to get, you know? But it
Mm-hmm.
still is, there's a lot of really interesting stuff happening with the different dynamics because we've got another main character that's been introduced that's also an
Oh,
instance.
are there a lot of
Um,
characters to track of then?
no, you basically like you have the two instances that start the story, which is So Young and Rose, and then they
Mm-hmm.
integrate at the end of part one because So Young wants Rose's memories, and it's the synopsis says wants Rose's life, but like she integrates and then decides to stay where she doesn't want to leave Korea. She wants to so
Okay.
it's very interesting that like she wasn't interested in like leaving her life. She just wanted to reintegrate because of anyways. And
Mm-hmm.
so now we're watching them deal with that, and something has come up that might mean that they can change because neither of them are happy integrated.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so it's gonna be interesting. My earbuds shut off. They ran out of
No.
battery. They ran out of battery last night. I was like, okay, I think that means it's time for me to go to bed. So, but I'm liking it. If I think I can definitely get this done, if not by the end of sprints, by the end of the weekend.
Nice.
Um, and if I can do that, that will be very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Because that means that I'll be able to update the vlog in a timely manner.
Nice.
But yeah. Hold on. Give me just a second. I need to make those.
Update to my little friend. I got a super bonus for my knitting, so I have 58 socks from that round, which brings us to a nice round total of 2,499.
That's so rude. That is so rude. You just need one.
You flick.
Oh. Okay.
I'm never gonna reach this goal. I'm never gonna reach my goal.
You're so close.
So close and yet so far.
So close. Let us say hello to our friends in the chat. Hello to Neil. How are you this morning? Hi, Bree. Hello, Ro. Neil's like, I also just got up recently. Yeah, I thought about it. I thought about getting up and like doing breakfast and all that stuff, and I was just like, no.
It's a Sunday. This Sundays are made for being in bed still at 9 a.m. in the morning.
Sundays, I probably would still be in bed at 9 a.m. But I was like, I decided to do sprint. Like, technically, this is over at noon, so I gotta get up and do sprints.
Yeah.
Ro is here. Or sorry, we already said hello to Ro. We said hello to Ro, and now we know that Ro is reading The Calamities by Chuck Wendig. That sounds like fun. It's Succession meets Demons. Interesting.
Ooh.
Interesting. Bree says, I didn't get as much yesterday. I didn't get any reading done. I had a house writing day and just watched The Librarians. But okay. Well, is this like a TV show? Was this there's a doc? So here's the thing: is I know there's a documentary called The Librarians. It's talking about book banning. It's a really interesting. It's a really interesting documentary. Because I went to see it at a theater over in Tampa. But also I believe there's a show called The Librarians too.
Could be. I have heard of neither of them.
Yeah. Mostly stayed off social media and barely doom scrolled, so a win is a win. Very nice. Hi,
Very nice.
Susie. How are you? I have so much to do today that I just don't know how to proceed. 3 p.m. here, as I'm definitely not going to manage to do it all.
I had exactly the same crash out today. I think it must be something about this time zone.
Yeah.
We're all crashing out about the same thing together.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good thing to crash out about. Usually after the crash out, that's when things get a little bit clearer.
Yeah, that has happened to me. I have now got a plan that during the first sprint, I have to finish editing my September TBR video, and then I'm going to start filming that video that I mentioned at the start. Whichever one in the comments you people think that you would like to see first, by the way, you do let me know. It's either books on the books I would put on the curriculum, or recommendations for a forced proximity romance as a reminder to you.
Yeah. And is this like Ireland's curriculum, or are we talking about the UK
in general? Like, even if you wanted to study it, like as a high school in, I don't know, Panama. Why not?
Interesting. I see, like, for me, I feel like if I were to put Irish books on a curriculum, we'd be talking about a very different Irish book. Not that I know much about Irish fiction, but I do feel like there would be a very different bend if I was doing books for Irish schools versus like books for British schools.
See, the thing I feel is
a little bit of a dick.
The books that I have put on this list, I feel, are quite universal themes. Like, there is one of them about Ireland's history, colonization, the famine, that kind of thing. But the others are very like, one of them is about drug abuse, drug use. One of them is about poverty and growing up in poverty. One of them is about the social pressures that, like, the social differences that you feel when you go to college versus when you are at home, and that change of life, change of lifestyle, the people that you meet and how that can change you as a person, all that kind of thing. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, that's and to be honest, that's one of those things I was thinking about. I was like, because I know that the famine, at least, so much of the rest of the world, especially like the diaspora, they do not have necessarily an accurate view of like what actually happened.
No, a lot of people don't know how it actually was caused. It wasn't caused by potato blight necessarily. Yeah, that was a factor, but it wasn't.
It was an entirely man-made famine.
Yeah.
very much like the famine that they dealt with over in India under Churchill.
Precisely.
So, but yeah, that was an interesting one to be like, okay, so we kind of got it right, but we did not.
Yeah, you were close. You were about 70% of the way there. We're all about 70% of the way there to what the actual cause is.
Yep. Yep. And I don't know. I think that if you're growing food in a country, you should be required to keep that food in the country if there's not enough food for people. Shouldn't be allowed to export it. Anyways, I was starting to feel slumpy, so I must have needed a brain dead day because I am back to reading today. Started Daggerbound. I'm 11% in. Very nice.
Are you finding it?
Sometimes you need a brain dead day.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to shut off.
Morning off work and hoping to fit in some reading on the slot.
This never happens.
Amazing. It said, good luck to everyone with Unplugged Sprints. Thank you. Oh, it's the Librarian show with Noah Wiley. It's a TV show, original movie trilogy in 2000s. The librarian worked for a magical library solving. Okay, yes, I have seen this. This is the show I was thinking about.
Okay.
So it's got 2 spin-off series where the librarian has apprentices.
Ooh.
Amazing.
Fun.
We love to see it. All right, so this sprint, you said you're editing.
Or filming, potentially an
and/or. Okay. You're finishing your video and then potentially filming if you can. I'm going to continue reading my bed and get like my morning together somewhere. I don't know if I'm going to get quite as far as breakfast. But I'm going to try to get part of the way there.
It's a good plan. If there does happen to be time, I will continue with the wonderful book that is I Want to Go Home, But I'm Already There by Roisin Lanigan. I understand why this has a 3.2 rating.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Not enjoying it?
It's, I think it's mismarketed. It's marketed as a contemporary horror. There's no horror in this whatsoever.
Oh, interesting.
Not even a light horror.
Interesting.
It's very much as something that I have gone through recently, in that it is about a woman who moves in with her partner for the first time to a new apartment that neither of them have lived in, and she starts to get a little bit creeped out and concerned and worried about what the apartment is like. And that's not the part that I have had to suffer through. Like, the worst thing that happens is our upstairs neighbor likes to go for walks around at midnight. But that's the worst thing that we've had to experience. Whereas I think this woman is displaying some signs of hypochondria, Munchausen by proxy level type stuff. She's fully believing that the house is haunted. It's not, it's just old pipes that are like old pipes that have grown in old apartment buildings. Yeah. Like I said to you last night on your other sprints, the main reason I haven't DNF'd it is that I don't like to DNF for vlog projects. And particularly for this vlog project, I don't think I want to. And this vlog will come out on the 31st. So you'll all find out why.
Okay. I can see why they would potentially be marketing it as horror. Well, how far are you into it?
60, high 60s. I don't remember the exact number. My Kindle is here. I could check. 60, I think 66 or 7.
It looks like they're trying to do like a play on gothic horror very much, right?
67.
Okay, 67%. Well, let us go ahead. I'm gonna pop us down so we're teeny tiny, and we're gonna share the screen. Hi, Anne. How are you? Welcome. Put this up, and I think we're gonna do that. There we go.
All right.
Oh no, I undid what I wanted to do.
Don't do that.
There we go. Hi, Anne. How are you this morning? Let us know what you're up to, and we'll chat about it when we get back from our sprint. But let us go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. back.
Hello.
Ugh. Sorry, my nose decided to just start running all of a sudden. So we decided to go grab some Kleenex so we can take care of that without it running down my face during sprints.
Awesome.
So, okay. Well, I blow my nose. How did that sprint go?
Video, rendering, other video, filmed. Came back then with about 8 minutes to go. So I got what we in my house refer to a virgin Coke, which has no sugar and no caffeine. No sugar and no caffeine, because it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and if I have caffeine now, I will be wide awake at 4 o'clock in the morning
What's the
doing
point
this.
of caffeine if there's no Coke? I'm sorry, what's the point of Coke if there's no caffeine?
Taste. Sometimes I just want the taste. And as I informed you last night on your sprints that I was like dipping in and out of, but I am swatching every single type of wool that I have in the house to do a kind of a test of how does it react if I put it in the washing machine on like a wool cycle, wool detergent, all of that. So I'm gonna start 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll do. So I'm gonna do that with this one.
Oh, nice.
I got 4.
God bless you for doing that.
Bless me.
Godspeed.
Bless me. Why did I decide to do this? I'm insane. That's why.
I know you are. I know you're absolutely insane. Like,
yeah, I know. But also, I don't want to put a jumper into the wash for the first time, and it turns out like this, and I can't wear it no more.
That does make sense.
You know. So I do need to go and get stitch markers.
About working with acrylic primarily, I don't have to worry about that. So that's the nice thing about working with acrylic primarily is I don't have to worry about that.
The multicolor jumper that I'm doing is 70% acrylic, 30 wool, or 80-20. It's one of the two. But I'm pretty sure that this, which is Drops Cashmere.
Yeah. Oh, that'll definitely.
Pretty sure that this is mostly, if not all, wool. This blankie is super wool. So that will probably do something. I've got a felting wool that I want to see what's going to happen with it. And I've also got this, which I haven't done anything with yet, but it would be important to test run it. It's 60% wool, 40% acrylic.
Nice. Okay. Oh, that looks like, is that We Are Knitters?
No, it's this.
No, okay.
It's online trend collection.
I've started getting I have 2 yarn kits. I need to finish the one because I have started on it. And then I need to start on the other one.
Also, I now have a grand total of, because I did a 50-minute pause during that sprint, 2,542 socks.
Amazing.
Hooray!
You have the socks.
I do. I'm gonna see you later. Bye-bye.
Yeah. That's so funny. So this book, shit just got like, so here's the thing. Okay, I got to page 201 in this last sprint, or 200 in this last sprint, and it's very much a book where like you think it's just like 2 people or like 2 different points of view, well, 4 different points of view, then 3 different points of view. It's a whole thing dealing with their daily lives, right? Just kind of dealing with their daily lives, dealing with repercussions of this one person reintegrating all of that stuff. And then they have stumbled upon a thing that is going to have world-reaching consequences because of, and like it's one of those things that likely wouldn't do the thing with the thing if it were not, these two were not to get, like they're going to end up doing this, having to potentially deal with this together and figure out what to do about it together. And I just like, if they were not friends, they would not be, like they weren't working together in this other thing, they would not be dealing with this other thing. So I know that is absolutely sounds mental. It makes no sense. But Like it just got to like where like this is how dystopian societies start, kind of
Mm-hmm.
kind of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, this is also I think one that's really good if you're someone who likes contemporary and then likes like thrillers or horror, because it's also billed as horror, but you want to read something that's like you want to start dipping your toe into sci-fi. This is one that I think might be good for people,
Okay.
because it's still very much grounded in the real world. Like it's very much like a parallel universe almost.
Right.
Um, and so it's primarily science fiction through being part of it. I guess parallel universes are science fiction, but like it is primarily science fiction through the speculative fiction aspect of it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
which to me, in my mind, speculative fiction is a subgenre of sci-fi. Some people think that sci-fi, fantasy, and horror are all spec fic subgenres. I don't like because you don't really have fantasy spec fic. Like you just don't have that. You have historical fantasy, but that's a completely different, like that's its own separate genre, if that makes sense.
It
Um,
does.
I feel like at some point I need to make a video on like science, if you want to get started with science fiction, good books to read.
That would be a
Hello,
good one, actually.
how is your morning going, Viva? Let's join some hellos and then we will check in with people's progress because we also had Sadia join us. I'm fine.
Words
Okay.
are fun.
I swear to God, I do have caffeine. It is being imbibed as we speak.
Oh, we're doing the opposite.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're
Well, it
doing the
is.
caffeine so that you can be awake, and I'm doing the non-caffeine so that I can be sleepy.
I
Well, I
mean,
don't want to be sleepy right now. It is 4 in the afternoon, but I
so
do want to be sleepy at some point of the evening.
the thing about me is caffeine worked all of one time in my life. The
Mm-hmm.
very first time I had coffee. Because I used to work at a Chick-fil-A for those that don't know, and I had one morning that we'd been out. We used to go to like me and my friends used to go to the movies at midnight, like all the time when new movies were coming out. And so I'd had maybe 4 hours of sleep and I was having
Mm-hmm.
to do the morning rush. And so I was just like, you know what, we're just gonna risk it. We're gonna do coffee and see if this non-dairy creamer is in fact actually non-dairy, which I was skeptical of and was correct. It was not technically non-dairy, but it was enough that I was okay. Like it was I had like 3 sips and I did feel a bit wired after those
Mm-hmm.
3 sips, and that never worked ever again. Um
I wish I could be like that. I wish I
well,
wasn't
I
so caffeine
mean,
susceptible.
the shirt is technically a misnomer now because I am not undiagnosed. That was one of the questions, like, does caffeine do anything for you? And I was like, no, it doesn't do shit for me. And he was like, mm-hmm, okay, yep, I understand that. So, it the only thing that caffeine does do to me is if I do drink it too late in the afternoon or evening, it will
Mm-hmm.
keep me up until 2 a.m. Like not wired, not like energy, just awake. I will still be tired, but unable
Will
to
you be
sleep.
able to sleep that night?
Eventually, it will be 2 a.m.
Yeah.
So I do have to like not drink caffeine past like 4 or 5 o'clock, depending on how early I'm trying to go to bed. Uh,
Yeah.
Anne said I am crocheting. My God, my brain just tried to do that, say that incorrectly. I tried to say crocheting, and I'm like, that's not
That's
correct.
not right.
That is not correct.
That's not right.
That I am crocheting with Preaching to the Choir by Adrian Tchaikovsky on the headphones, horror novella. How is it? I've read some of his. He would be really good at horror, having read his Children of Earth, like the first book in that series. I feel like he would be really good at horror. Because that one's kind of like almost a sci-fi horror, depending on how you feel about spiders.
No, not well.
We have an entire separate we like one side is like following humanity as they are dealing with the fact that we are now exiled to space and trying to
Mm-hmm.
find somewhere to live, and then the other side is dealing with this accidental spider society that we watch develop from little bitty arachnids into a full-fledged society, and it is wild. I had some issues with like how we developed that society because I was like, this is so unimaginative. But And then the ending was very, very slow. But I did enjoy Service Model by Adrian Tchaikovsky, which is a very
Mhm.
like cozy type sci-fi thing going on. Um, so I'm crochet and anyways, so how are we liking this? Preaching to the choir. Is it still more on a sci-fi bend or yeah, give me more information. I could look this up, but I'm not going to right now. I'll look it up
That's fair.
later. Asking how Daggerbound is going. Tennille says I placed a grocery order, received the groceries, and put them away and texted with my mom. All in an hour? My
All in
God.
an hour?
That is like
Damn.
it's the received the groceries part
Yeah,
that I'm like, I gave you
that's
some
impressive.
that is quality service,
Yeah.
Tennille.
Do you live next door to the grocery store?
I mean, I guess like if pickup sometimes can be a little bit quicker, but like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I've ever placed a grocery order, and then, but I also schedule mine out typically when I am
Sure.
doing groceries, or typically like, I mean, this would be pretty early in the morning for Tennille though, like
Hmm.
what 11 o'clock Tennille. Um, so like there might still be a lot of slots open. I usually if
Yeah, sure.
you where I live at least, because we are a pretty metropolitan area, if you want groceries early in the morning, you have to put your order in like the afternoon before. At least that
Okay.
was my experience during COVID and then after. Hey, Catherine, I am 70% into Going Dark by Melissa De La Cruz. Going to get ready for church during the next sprint. Very nice, very nice. Bree has been organizing their bathroom or her bathroom cabinets and got 7% into Storm Over Camel by Sophie Keach. Very nice. I think the
Hmm.
next sprint, one of these sprints, I do want to. Do you see the empty bookshelf behind me?
I do.
I cleaned that off Monday night. I would
Oh,
like to
what
move
did you
it.
do then? Oh, is
Oh,
that why?
there's a new bookshelf coming.
Oh, okay. That's
There was
I
there
thought
was
we were having a moment.
no, well we did have a moment. So basically, because everything that is a very dusty area because I don't clean it like the bookshelf. It's just been so, like there was so much dust that I had to stop and like take a shower because the dust was getting to me and making me very itchy. It was a very fun experience. So, anyways, and I say fun in the sarcastic way, but I would like to at some point today get this taken down to the trash, and then we'll call the city to pick it up tomorrow. Unless somebody wants it. But like it really is not much good to anybody because it was already falling apart when it got put there. So, um, let's see. I normally do grocery pickups, but I'm no longer allowed to lift heavy things. So when I do a big water order, I have to get delivery. I
That's fair.
understand that. I also can't get anything bigger than 4-liter jugs, so there were 10 of them.
Ooh, what?
Oh, I'm so sorry. That sounds like such a hassle, to be
It
honest. Like
does.
you do these things because they are convenient. I am very much a like I'll if it's more convenient to have something in a smaller size and have more of it, definitely. Um, bulk ordering, this gets me. I will like my parents do a lot of bulk ordering, and I'm like I'm not going to use that in a manner. So I'll pay a little bit more per pound. Um, so that I have something that I will not throw away half of it because it's wasting me. This I was supposed to do my the site I was supposed to do my stuff on is not cooperating. We hate this for you. Dagger Bound is good. When I requested it on NetGalley, I didn't know it was part of a series, so I'll have to go back and read the first. But review said they can be read as standalone. It's very nice. Yes, normally delivery takes way longer, but it's because it's still Sunday morning here and people have been quiet because it's raining heavily.
Ah,
I live in Florida. The rain does not stop anybody, even though it should sometimes.
fair.
Listen,
We've seen
there,
it. It was on the news once when you had real bad rain. It got on the news. My
I mean,
mother
it's
watched
gotten on
it
the news a couple of
intensely.
times. Yeah, yeah, it's because I'm not allowed to lift the bigger jugs now. I'm allowed to lift 2 4-liter jugs, and that's all. Yeah, and I mean, I would say that's still a pretty hefty jug, Tennille. But yeah,
Quite a lot.
that is okay. Let me ask you this, Tennille. How big are the jugs that you were getting? Because I'm thinking about like a 2-liter bottle and two of those.
Yeah.
You still very strong.
Yeah. I wouldn't like
You are
no,
still very strong.
I can lift a 5 liter jug with not a whole lot of strain
Yeah,
in one hand. I can lift a 5 liter jug.
yeah. I can imagine. That is, but you do. I used to get 10 to 20 liters. I'm
And
impressed.
lifting?
I am very impressed, Tennille. I
Feels
know
like
it's probably really
superhero.
frustrating that you can't get them in those that size, but I am very impressed that you were lifting 10 to 20 liters.
Yeah, same.
Oh, okay. Okay, this makes sense. I grew up on a farm. I'm so
That
used to
makes
being
sense.
able to lift but not being allowed. Yeah, that's gotta be frustrating. Um, that's the only reference that I really have is like when I used to work in fast food service, and there would be a certain point where like, because we had a couple of employees get pregnant during that time, and then there'd be a certain point where it'd be like, no, you're not lifting anything. Like, no, absolutely not. And they would get like, they'd be like, but I can. Like, I know I still can. Stop it. Um, that's kind of my main favorite reference, and I can understand like how frustrating that probably has to be when you're having to deal with like what can I do? You're having to navigate what you can do, and also the fact that you can't do what you normally would do. I used to lift 60-pound feed bags as a 10-year-old with no problem. Oh my
As a
god, you were a
10-year-old,
rough
that's
little
insane.
10-year-old.
As a
Amazing
10-year-old, that is nuts.
for you. I used to struggle getting a 20-pound dog food bag. I remember I couldn't lift more than 170 pounds at age 12. That makes sense. I
Yeah.
am currently trying to increase my ability to lift things. Um,
How's that going?
well, I think I need to move up in my weights. But
Okay.
here's the thing for me. I don't want to do like full on weight training, like where you're dealing with a barbell and all of that. I just don't have any desire to go that far with it. But like I will do a dumbbell workout and start working up with those. I just have no desire to like bench press and things like that. I'm just like, that's not me. I just want to do enough weightlifting that my bones stay strong,
Fair.
you know? My parents are the same way. My mom still shops sometimes. Like she's got 3 grown kids in the house instead of just me, and I buy a lot of my own food. Yeah, and the issue is that like a lot of the time, like the mom will get stuff with the intention to freeze it, and then we won't. And I'm just like, here's the thing: I get an abnormal amount that I can finish in a week and still forget about it. So I don't want to. I don't want to be throwing out several weeks worth of food. The only thing that I'm consistent with, and there have been times that I've had to throw out like entire things of meat because I forgot that I had it. But the only thing that
Mm-hmm.
I am consistent with is freezing is meat because it just is easier to get it in the big packs and then portion
Yeah,
it out individually. Um, so
correct.
lettuce is hard though. I feel so bad when she gets a huge bag of lettuce and it doesn't get ate before it goes bad. I'd rather just buy fresh produce the day of / before I plan to eat it. Yeah, lettuce is interesting. And Brianna is not here, so she won't yell at me for telling you to do this. I used to I would wash my lettuce, let it sit in like ice cold water for 10 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
and then you wrap it in paper towels and stick it in a Ziploc bag and suck all of the air out, and it can keep up to a week that way. Sometimes longer. It just depends. I wouldn't suggest it right now if you live in the United States.
Yeah, but I don't.
So, but you can get your lettuce to last a little bit longer um if you want if you do that. That said, you do need to make sure that you're like keeping an eye on it, and if it seems off, get rid of it
Mm-hmm.
because that can there is a risk. It does cutting it ahead of time does increase the risk of there being
Mm-hmm.
bacteria growing. I personally have never had an issue, but it is something to consider.
Yeah.
I just did that with my spinach. I washed it and I put it in paper towels, and so hopefully it will keep a little bit longer because spinach, you look at it wrong and it goes off.
Yeah.
Like I had one, half of the package was bad. The next or the date, 1 or 2 days after. And I think part of it was because my fridge, somewhere it had, at some point it had gotten frozen, and that breaks down all of the structures
Yeah.
inside.
And that screws up
I am
everything. If one freezes and then reheat, defrosts, it's game over
Which
for the rest of the bag.
if you catch it early enough, that's fine. That's perfect spinach for sautéing, because wilting spinach into stuff is a really good way to get some get spinach in there without it being tasting too much like spinach.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready So far, it takes place in England, and one of the characters is American. That is repeated over and over to the point that it's annoying. I mean, and I feel like that is a very American thing.
Yeah.
To be repeating that you're American to the point that no one wants to be around you. Horror, but definitely spec fic. Okay, that makes sense. That does make sense for Adrian Tchaikovsky. All right, Aoife.
Hi.
What are your feelings about doing another sprint? I think I know your answer.
Yeah.
I think I know your answer. Okay, let me go ahead. I'm gonna skip the break. I actually managed to pause it this time.
Oh,
Here,
yay.
this up? Yes, I was like, ooh, it's almost gonna go. So we don't need this. And then we will go in. Oh, no, wait, I don't need both hands. No, I do need, because I have to count. We will go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Stop laughing at me. And we are back, friends. Hello. Oh wow, that's a lot of light. Hold on, let me fix this.
I also have quite a lot of light because it's like it's not sundown yet, but it's gray and it's dark, and it's probably going to start getting there quite soon. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah.
Sunset tonight is at 8:15 p.m., which is in about 2.5 hours from now.
Oh, nice.
But
Let me.
it is getting dark and cloudy.
You can't really tell the difference, right? Wow, you can really tell. Okay, maybe you can really tell the difference right now. But you can't really see how dark it's gotten in my room, but it is currently raining.
Oof.
Which is putting a slight damper in my ability to film what I'm filming. I don't know if you can see. There is a little bitty bookshelf right there.
There is a witty
And
bitty
also
bookshelf right there.
parts of bookshelf here and next to me. So I got to page 246 in that
That's nice.
sprint. Yeah. Yeah. So that means that I read, I don't know how many pages that was, like something like 38 pages in that sprint. I did have to turn the book off because I was vacuuming.
Fair.
So get rid of the, let's get rid of the phone because that is washing me the fuck out. So
I am at 72% of I want to go home, etc. I have started editing my vlog for the 31st.
yeah.
I had to film a clip for it as well. What else did I do that sprint? I filmed a clip for the vlog that I needed to like bridge over. And that's where we're at right now.
Cool, that's fun though. I here, let me get rid of some of that glare from that side. I filmed a lot of B-roll for filmed B-roll of me building this bookshelf. I'm gonna put that in this vlog. Yep.
I haven't done a whole lot of B-roll lately, but there is a vlog that I have planned to film on Friday that will be about 90% B-roll.
Yeah. Interesting. I'm very curious about what this vlog is.
It'll be fun.
We had Books with a Dreamer join us, by the way. Hey there. Currently doing reading sprints, but wanted to pop in to say hi and hit the like button. Hello, my friend. How are you? We also were blessed with a Jess. Just finished meal prepping, sausage and gravy, biscuits and hash browns for the week, and this morning, ready for a nap. Oh, hold on.
It's a Jess nap, so that could last for quite some time. Wait a minute. Bless you.
I think I'm done.
Okay, good. I had a massive sneezing fit during the week where I think I went up to like 7 or 8.
I usually have at least 2 or 3 when I sneeze.
The German record is 17.
I've never sat down and counted.
I count. I give him 3, and then after 3, like I'll be like, okay, 1, 2, 3. We're officially counting.
Oh, that's funny. Maybe it's a German thing.
No, he has allergies.
Yeah, so do I.
He did an allergy test last year, I want to say, and he has a birch allergy and a dust and dander allergy.
Oh, exciting. I have dust and dander. I've been working with dust, which is why
Fun.
things have been happening the way that they've been happening. So, because it was dusty. Like, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be underneath that bookshelf, but it was dusty underneath that bookshelf. We vacuumed it, and then like it had been so long since I had vacuumed under that bookshelf because I haven't. You put a bookshelf up and you don't do anything underneath it until the bookshelf comes down, right?
Forever.
I had to actually wipe down the floor because the dust, like there was a layer of the dust that was like baked in almost. So did that, wiped down the baseboard because I figure if we're gonna be doing all of that, we might as well take care of the baseboards for the first time in 10 years.
Fair.
So it's gonna be real fun. Margaret forgot this time. It's going to be real fun when it's time to do the big bookshelves. Two
Oh,
of them are
Godspeed.
getting replaced.
Godspeed.
Yeah, it's a hot minute out because I'm not going to I need to start working on cleaning things up so that I can.
Mhm.
But I'm not going to rearrange the room because part of rearranging the room is going to be attaching the bookshelf to the frame of my bed because currently it is just balanced against the wall on the edge of the bed.
Mhm.
So that has to happen, which means I will need another bed to sleep on while that is happening. And my dad
that's
is
true.
going to put a Murphy bed in the next room. So
Okay.
I'll just sleep there for a hot minute while I'm
How long will
redoing
that
my
take?
room. What?
How long will that take?
No idea. It goes in his timing, right?
Okay.
We've
I
got
see.
the bed portion of the bed frame portion. We are
Mhm.
now waiting for the Murphy part to happen.
Uh-huh. We have
Because
the
there
bed.
will
We have the half. We just need the other half.
yeah, we've got part of it. We don't have a mattress for it yet.
Okay.
And I don't know how long it's going to be before that happens. Because I also need to replace this mattress. There are holes in this thing at this point.
Oof.
Because I can't put a queen size mattress on here until we've attached the bookshelf. Because the bookshelf is currently taking up some of the space, about that much of the space that would be needed for the queen size mattress.
Getcha.
So I haven't replaced it. The other side of the bed has kind of turned into storage, which I'm gonna have to get better about that.
Oh, I
Anyways,
do that all the time.
yeah. Or the Bone Shard War. Well, now you have two people in the bed, so you've got to be good about it, right?
That is
It's
true. We
yeah.
both are guilty of just leaving things on the bed until it's bedtime.
Yep. Been there, done that. Laundry. Sometimes I'll put laundry so I can't take a nap. That's not
Yeah.
served me yet. It just makes a big pillow. I read the Bone Shard War and worked on the to-do list. Very nice. I might be able to finish the Bone Shard War in the next sprint. Cool. We're probably going to do a short one for the next sprint because technically this is over at noon. But I figure we can do another 30-minute sprint to kind of give us a good 3 sprints. I might
I can do
actually
that.
have the bookshelf done by that point in time.
I can do
So,
that.
hi, staff. Working on some lunch meal prep for this week and finishing my July wrap up in my planner. Very nice. Getting ready to go to the Barnes & Noble soon to do my birthday book haul with gift cards I got
Ooh,
last. That's amazing.
happy haul.
Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to get enough. I just want one.
I understand how that means. Wanting and getting are always very different things.
He has allergies. Oh God, it must be nice to live somewhere that you can have actual vegetables. We get, to be honest, we get too hot and we don't get enough sun. My mom keeps trying. I don't think it's gonna happen. My mom stopped by and brought me vegetables from her garden. She has to come into town to get cheese for my dad. He has ALS, PLS, so he can't drive. I understand. We had somebody at our church that had ALS.
Yeah.
Got to percent in Daggerbound, and I got a bunch of organizing done. Very nice.
Nice.
Part of why we're doing the bookshelf today is that I cannot continue to live with all of the books in a pile blocking my closet.
That's fair. I have also had, I can't live in these conditions anymore and just done stuff because of it. Sheer spite.
It was only supposed to be for a day, and then I just didn't feel like doing the bookshelf. So now we are doing the bookshelf. One of my mom's friends gave her a giant box of garden tomatoes yesterday, and they're on their last leg, so I guess I gotta make/freeze some marinara today. Amazing.
Soup.
Tomato soup.
Roasted
21%.
tomato and roasted red pepper soup.
Oh, that sounds good.
Soup.
I would not like it, but it sounds good.
Oh, it's so good. If it's your kind of thing, it's a good thing.
I don't think I've ever had tomato soup because I'm not a fan of tomatoes in I don't like raw tomatoes typically.
Do you like
although I will do cherry or grape tomatoes as in a salad because you have the dressing. But then I like spaghetti sauce. I like them cooked.
Then you should be okay with a tomato soup.
I will roast them in the oven with my zucchini. 72% of preaching to the choir, just over an hour left. Very nice. Oh, she brought charred purple beans, a bunch of colors of cherry/grape tomatoes, and 2 cucumbers.
Ooh, you
I'm
got a good haul.
specifically impressed by the cucumbers. We keep trying to grow zucchini, and the squirrels get to it first.
Mean.
Like, I don't think they even they'll do that, and then the squirrels are our biggest nemesis when it comes to broccoli. They just
Yeah,
eat the head
fair.
of the broccoli before it even can become a broccoli head.
Um,
So
I was gonna say just fencing in even work, but no, squirrels will find a way.
yeah, no squirrels. I personally think we should see what happens if we let the squirrels we feed the squirrels and give so that they're not hungry,
Mm-hmm.
and then see if maybe that keeps them from going after our vegetables. I think my mom has some netting that she's going to put over stuff
Yeah,
this
I
fall.
think it's a good idea.
Especially like it's helped with the birds and the
Like
tomatoes.
chicken wire type stuff. That's usually quite good for animal, not
Yeah,
control, but just like what's the
yeah,
word I want to use? You know what I want to say.
I do know what you want to say. People literally
Um,
don't grow them because they grew the year before and had so many, and they. I have heard stories about zucchini. I have heard there's
same.
somewhere somebody was talking about the fact that like their mom grows zucchini every year.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and what ends up happening is like or someone in their like they're in a little bit maybe a little more rural part of town, not quite like out in the boonies, like a mix of rural and suburbs. And so
Okay.
what will happen is because where they live people don't lock their car doors ever, people will just come back to their cars and like a zucchini bandit will have left a whole fuck ton of zucchini in the car. Here Yeah, here's the deer. My garden is so protected that you need to be James Bond to get into it. I understand that. I understand that. We don't have to deal with deer. We're in the middle of a city. Zucchini will get massive, but they don't really taste good once they're
Yeah.
bigger than like a 20-ounce bottle. I stopped getting the zucchini at my local Aldi because they would be like this long and like this wide around.
Unnecessary.
Yeah, fully unnecessary. Um,
Unnecessary.
but like they get very fibrous when that happens. The texture's not quite the same. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if I noticed a difference with taste, Jess, but like the texture's not right, and so then I don't like them.
Fair.
Now, once of that you can only use as filler for pasta sauce stews in shredded form. I
Yeah.
have 100% when I was trying to like vary my vegetables more and doing like meal prep, 100% have shredded zucchini and carrot into my spaghetti sauce.
Okay.
Yep, right into the
It is
marinara,
a good
marinara sauce.
it is a good way of like I know a lot of parents of particularly picky toddlers who are like,
Yeah,
I'm just gonna do hidden veggie sauce because if I don't, my child will not have any fiber in their diet whatsoever. And I think like it's a genius thing. And also it would work on me, a 34
yeah,
year old toddler sometimes.
and you can't tell that it's in there. So
No.
like you're getting other vegetables and stuff,
Yeah.
other like so it's good. Especially because I think zucchini is really good for fiber and tomatoes aren't
Hmm.
necessarily.
Yeah.
I really like it in
I
bread. I
think
can taste
tomatoes
it.
have good vitamin C. Are
Yeah.
they good vitamin C? It's vitamin something. I think it's maybe C.
So Jess, I can like here's the thing. I can do zucchini, but only when it's like fresh. If it goes too long, like it's
Mm-hmm.
starting to like get a little overripe, then I the taste changes enough that I can't do it no more.
Then you're out.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I'm just like, no, no, no. This tastes too much like zucchini. Specifically, it tastes too much like yellow squash, which is like another version of zucchini, and I hate it. Breaded slices and
Okay.
fried in butter.
Ooh.
That sounds really good, Anne.
Ooh.
That sounds so good. My mom used to make zucchini pineapple muffins when we were in elementary school. It keeps the muffins moist in the winter with the frozen shredded zucchini. Yes, 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 yes. I've started freezing specifically my green onions. Like you
Hmm.
chop them up, you separate whites and greens, and then when you need green onion, you just grab a handful and toss it in.
Yeah. I know a lot of shops who do that as convenience frozen packets already. They will do like frozen. I think red and white is the one that I've seen quite a lot. They'll also do frozen
Mhm.
white. They'll do frozen. Like I have a lot of cubes of just frozen garlic, ginger, or chili, and you can just like
Yeah.
drop them into a soup, as like a pasta sauce, a stew, or whatever you want to use it for. The
Yep.
convenience is phenomenal.
Yeah. I do more frozen vegetables, to be honest, than I do fresh. Like
Same.
zucchini, I always do fresh. Certain things I do fresh, like zucchini, tomatoes, because those don't freeze well. But like when you're talking
No, they
broccoli,
don't.
Brussels, beans, all of that stuff, number one, frozen is fresher. Number two, frozen
Anything
will not go bad.
anything with a very high water content is not going to freeze very well because it will
Yeah,
come out very like mushy.
yeah,
So
and you
mushrooms, tomatoes, that kind of thing is not going to freeze very well.
if you are going to cook it, it's not as big a deal. That's why like it worked with the green onion. If I wanted it fresh, I
Hmm.
don't think it would work as well, but it's almost always cooked in stuff.
Okay.
So shredded zucchini does freeze well. Okay, that's good to know. Do you have and do you know if you have to blanch it first? I know a lot of frozen vegetables you blanch them before you freeze them. But that was
Okay.
back when we had it in the winter, Camille says, in the 80s. I do mostly frozen veggies because they're cheaper here, even as yeah, they're always cheaper
Yeah.
than fresh
Same.
vegetables.
Yeah.
So I feel that frozen broccoli is superior to fresh broccoli.
Frozen
Just
spinach is better than fresh spinach for me.
oh, interesting. I need to get on my frozen spinach game because I like putting spinach in like different things
Hmm.
just to give me a little more fiber, give me a little bit more of those vegetables. But
Hmm.
it goes bad so fast.
Yeah. Just freeze it.
You look at it wrong, and it is starting to go bad. So,
Freeze it.
nope, just shredded using bread or sauces. Okay, I don't do a lot of bread or sauces. You are coming in towards the end, Ben, but we do have one more sprint that we're going to do. So, speaking of that final sprint, shall we?
Let's go.
All right, we will go in 3, 2, 1. Let us. Oh, I'm on the wrong. Hold on, I'm on the wrong thing. We're going three,
Sorry.
2, 1. Let's go. Welcome back, friends. We run into a mild problem. I don't know if you can tell.
Oh
Bookshelf is up.
no, I can't really see it right now.
Oh, you can't,
Hooray!
can because I didn't do it. Bookshelf is up. However,
Hooray! Oh, what's the but?
my laundry hamper fit perfectly between the old bookshelf and the wall. I forgot that the Dilly bookshelves are much wider than your average bookshelf, so we will have to figure out a different situation to put there. So hold on, I am. Do, 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 do. I made it to page 269, I believe.
Nice.
So we can turn that off for a little minute.
I am at 75% of my book.
Nice. Has it improved at all?
No,
Unfortunate.
not in the slightest. It's the highest is going to be a 2.5.
Yeah.
And you know what the fun part is? A
Mm-hmm.
1 star doesn't have a color on this blanket.
Oh no.
Oh no, indeed. What's a girl to do? I do have like I was just out recently. I bought colors for the 2027 blanket, which is going to be summer.
Yeah.
So I have got yellow, blue, pink, and I also have this kind of like burnt orangey, terracotta-y, orangey browny color, which could here be a 1 star. I was thinking of having it as a 2 star on my 27 blanket to represent the sand.
Yeah.
The yellow was obviously going to be the the sun. The
Mm-hmm.
blue was the water. I think the pink was going to be something like Patrick Starfish to represent all fish.
Yeah.
But I haven't given numerical values to each of the colors yet. I need to go and see what is the weighting of yellow to pink to blue before I make a call.
Okay, interesting. I mean, worst case scenario, you just throw a random thing in for the 1 star.
Yeah.
So, random color. That's fine. Okay, Tennille says I still have a half an hour left, but we'll finish soon. Very nice.
You will.
I'm sitting in a cafe, minding my own business, reading Bird by Bird, when the guy on the couch across from me started a conversation on his speakerphone at full volume. Jesus fucking Christ. That's so rude.
So the main reason I'm not supreme ruler of the entire world is that if somebody did that in front of me, I would chop their head off with whatever implement was in my vicinity. It doesn't even have to be anything sharp.
I feel like it is fair, especially if you're like they're working, to be like, hey man, can you have that conversation somewhere else?
Mm-hmm.
Right? But Jess has not says DNF that thing. I don't think Jess is quite caught up on why we're not, or why you're not.
I am loath to DNF books that I am reading for like a specific blog.
Uh-huh.
And especially the nature of this vlog. I don't like you would see what the vlog is about, and you'd be like, yeah, you should have DNF'd it. But I want to give it its best shot.
Yeah, that makes
I want to
sense.
give it a dual college try.
Mm-hmm. I believe you. So.
But if it wasn't for this, if I was just reading to be reading, it would be gone long ago.
I understand that. I understand that. I'm too nosy to DNF.
Fair.
You know, it is what it is. I got to know what happens. Sometimes to my detriment.
I can't find full spoiler reviews or summaries of what actually happens in this book, and until I find that, I can't. Because I have to talk about it. It's a vlog.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have to do my good.
Yeah. Bree says, I finished organizing for now, watered plants, made a sandwich for lunch, and got to 11%. Very nice. I took my books and my latte, went all the way across the cafe, and told the staff that I'm moving because the gentleman's loudspeaker phone was very disruptive to me. That is smart, because they'll go over and be like, hey, can you? Yep,
Like
5
it.
minutes later, saw them talking to him, didn't catch what they said, but I noticed I couldn't hear the speakerphone anymore, Victory. Yes.
I love that.
I love this for you, Ben.
Love that.
Tennille says, I take it this year is fall colors. You have a remnant of dark brown or charcoal for the row for the decayed leaves that fall on the ground. Do Zune, 1 star.
So this is what we're working with for 2026. 4 stars, 2 stars, 5 stars because it's gold.
Yeah.
They are different colors, by the way.
I can tell.
Yeah.
One is gold, one is like a beige. 3 star?
3 stars. Nonfiction. And that's all I've got.
Nice.
I do have that sandy color that I was talking about for the 2027. It's in my bedroom.
Yeah.
I could go and get it if you want to keep everybody entertained. I'll run and get it.
Yeah, we are currently, I mean, we're almost done with sprints because I'm about to close things. Oh, she's gone. She is gone. I am so close to the end of this book, guys. Like, hold on, let me show you. Maybe not so close, but this is how much I have left. So I think I can definitely finish this well into within the 48 hours that I have set for myself. So, and it's very interesting because it's talking about, like, we've gotten to a point where we're talking about technology and, like, whose hands does something like this end up in?
So I've returned.
You've returned.
They are also separately, differently colored. So this is the color that I had for 2027.
Yeah.
It could be a 1 star. Like if this does get a 1 star, it could be my backup saving grace. But I need to put it through Call first. And it could be like a 2. It could be very low. It could be a very low 2. Who knows?
Yeah.
But just in case.
That makes sense. All right. Yeah. Is there question? I suppose that's the difference with wool versus acrylic. With acrylic, there's usually leftovers, and they won't wash differently, so they can be added to other projects.
Correct.
I use acrylic or cotton because I'm allergic to everything else except nylon. I understand that.
Get that.
Real quick, so we're wrapping up. Is there a specific video that has come out recently that you would like to plug?
That has come out recently. I gave 1 book recommendation for every one of my favorite Irish authors. So if you are considering starting your reading Irish people journey,
yeah,
to go and start with. Over on my Instagram, also, I have shared bookshops I would take you to if we were in Dublin and Cork.
Yeah.
Both of those seem to be doing quite well. So if you like bookshops,
go check them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. And this is the link to Aoife's video if you would like. Hold on, and I'm saving it down in the description if anyone feels like they need to like revisit.
Sweet.
Oh no. Yes, that is correct. Okay. And then Jess has sprints. If you were needing sprints this evening, Jess will have sprints. Let me get you guys the link.
Is it going to be during a time that I will be asleep?
It will be during a time that you are asleep. It's going to be at 7 o'clock, my time.
I will be asleep.
Yeah. So for anyone that wants to head over there. Oh yeah, Katie has sprints now too. Okay, let me get Katie's up.
Are Katie's themed?
I think they might be August sprints right now.
Yeah.
Give me just a second. I'm going to put, whoop, I didn't want to do that. What just happened?
I don't know. We're still here. If that helps.
Yeah, we are still here. No, I accidentally deleted the entire description. That's not what we wanted to do.
Oh, don't do that.
I am going to put this in the, just in case you get disconnected. Or it doesn't. Because I don't think I can port everybody to Katie officially. I would rather be there.
No, because you probably don't have porting.
Well, the problem is that now that my account is on private, it won't let me export to there they are. It won't let me redirect to people who have not explicitly given me permission, which is annoying. Or maybe the other way around. People can't redirect to me unless I've given them permission.
Okay.
If you guys want sprints right now, hold on. Katie, Infinity sprints, tell her I said hi.
Yeah, tell her we sent you.
Yep, and they will be linked down below in the description box as well. So, just in case you need it. But with that, I have, oh, that's right, I have video. I have video I can plug. I just recently posted my Q3 TBR and then like a little wrap up of May, June, and July's reading since I didn't do a wrap up for any of those. Just didn't because I didn't read them. So if you guys are interested in watching that, that video is right here. If not, have a good rest of your day, and I will see you later when we will talk about more wordy, nerdy things.